Hi, welcome today with Pierre Bouvier, and thank you so much for taking the time being here. Yeah, today we're going to talk about your new album and you being on tour and everything. But I want to start off with something I read on your Instagram. I know it says in your bio that you are a chicken farmer. So I was wondering, how did that start and what kind of chickens do you have?
Chicken farmer might be a bit of an overstatement, but I do have chickens. I've got 12 chickens. I've got some different kinds of breeds. I got some small breeds, like some Serama mixes. I've got some Cochins, Americanas, all kinds of different chickens that give different colored eggs. We got them originally from my daughters, and they don't take care of them, so I have to take care of them. So I I became a chicken farmer, I guess.
Oh, that's fun. Like I know how it is. My little sister
Yeah,
had a bunny and I had to take care of it all the time. So
there you go.
right now we can see you are on tour with Sum 41 actually, and you are
Hmm.
touring Canada right now, right?
No, we're in the U.S.
In the
We're
US.
doing
Oh,
a US tour, like about 8 weeks total. About 5 weeks now and 3 weeks later in August. So we're doing the East Coast right now, and then we're doing the West Coast in August.
oh, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
what's it like being on tour with the guys from Sum 41 and what's the dynamic like backstage?
It's really fun. I mean, obviously things have changed with the pandemic. We're trying to keep everyone healthy. So we try not to do, there's no parties, nobody invited backstage that much. So things have changed a little bit. But it's been great that what the main thing that's important is that the shows are awesome. They've been sold out. Almost all of them been sold out, and the fans have been incredible. And uh, I think that both Sum 41 and us are putting on a great show, and there's an opening band called Set It Off. It's doing amazing as well. So it's a good time. It's really about the show. It's about the music and getting people out in venues again, and just getting that feeling back again.
Yeah, talking about that feeling, like how does it feel like to be back on stage again? Do you get any stage fright at all, or is it just, back into the routine?
The first couple of shows were a little bit nerve wracking because we haven't played shows in a long time. So we definitely felt a little nervous before setting on stage, because you tend to forget if you can do it. You haven't done it in so long. It feels like it's a different part of my life, But after the first show, it was like riding a bike. Like we never forgot it. It was awesome, and it's been great since then.
Oh, that sounds awesome. And in the fall, you're also touring Germany, which is super exciting for us.
Yes.
And so, what can fans expect from your shows in Germany?
It's going to be awesome. I think the greatest thing about this tour is the fact that it's a package of Sum 41 and Simple Plan together. We're two bands that have come out in the early 2000s around the same time, had big success in the pop punk scene in the early 2000s, and coming back together again now with new material and playing some old stuff. It's been a really nice, just a nice package for people that like that kind of music. I think that it's been great. And I think that both bands were kind of in a weird way at the top of our game. The shows are so good. We've all been playing together for so long that I feel like the show is really great.
Awesome. Well, we are excited.
Awesome. Same
and
here.
and you recently released your new album, Harder Than It Looks. Could you tell us a bit about the title and like what we get from that album?
Well, I think the title is a bit of a joke, but at the same time, it's kind of represents the fact that everything in life, when you want to excel, if you want to be successful, you want to do something, and you want to put your heart into it, it's harder than it looks. If you want to be a great golfer or a surfer or a skateboarder, you got to put a lot of work behind it. And we've been together for over 20 years, and this is our sixth album coming out now. So we wanted a funny title that you could say that's what she said afterwards, but also that had a deeper meaning. That means that there's a lot behind being in this band, and being together for 20 years, and it's a lot more work than people think it is. Even though it's a lot of fun, it's also a lot of work, and we take it very seriously, and we enjoy the process.
Awesome. Talking about a lot of work, you are also a producer on this album. And
Hmm.
would you say, like, how much of yourself did you put into the new album, considering you're also a producer on it? Is it more personal because of it, or did it change nothing at all?
I think it's always been very personal for me, and in some ways, I sort of had been co-producing these albums since the second album. I've been sort of putting together demos and really setting the blueprint for the songs. for a long, long time. And this time around, I just felt like it was time for me to put my name on it, and I asked the guys in the band if it was okay with them, and they were nice enough to allow me to do that. But yeah, it's not. I don't think it's much more personal than ever. It's been nice. We had a co-producer named Jay Van Puderoyen, or JVP we call him, that did it with me, and he did a lot of the engineering side of it. But just the idea of the musical direction and figuring out what the sounds are supposed to be like and all the arrangements, that's been me for a long, long time. So it's just been a continuation of that. But it's been really nice to be able to have the credit, because I feel like I've worked really hard, and I have a studio at home, and we record some of that at my house, and so it feels nice to be able to get that credit for sure, and I appreciate it.
Sounds awesome. And when you go about producing and writing songs, like what is that process like? Is it more a spur of the moment kind of thing, or do you actually go and like sit down and be like, yeah, I'm gonna write a song now?
Yeah, it's definitely more a sit down focus thing. Chuck and I have been the main songwriters, for the band from the beginning, and we get together. It's like a schedule. Like, okay, on Wednesday we'll get together. We'll start at 10 a.m. We start together, and then we work all day. And usually we'll spend like a day or two on a song, and figuring out what the lyrics are going to be about, what the melody's going to be like, and then in the meantime I'm building the track and building how it's going to sound. So yeah, it's definitely. I wish it was more a spur of the moment, but usually it's a lot of it's hard work. It's kind of like where the title comes from. It's harder than it looks. I wish that writing and producing songs was easier, but it's like it always seems to be like it's fun and rewarding, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I can imagine. And then I also heard you say that this album is kind of more back to the roots, classic Simple Plan sound, basically. So, which song would you recommend to people like me who were growing up with your 2000s era songs, like the classics? Which song do you think is
Yeah.
like the most Simple Plan and it's gonna throw you right back into that time?
Hmm. Good question. I would say Congratulations feels very Simple Plan-ish. And a song called Ruin My Life featuring Derek from Sum 41, which is really, really cool. Those two are I feel like very early Simple Plan. What else we got? The Antidote feels like a 2004 Simple Plan throwback. So yeah, those three would be good.
Awesome. And then, well, thank you so much for your time, actually. That was it. Do you have any last words to your fans out here?
Well, we're very excited. We've known about this European tour for a while. We've been planning it, and it's been so hard to keep the secret. It's been so hard not to talk about it because we have a lot of fans out there that are asking like, "When are you coming to Europe? When are you coming to Europe?" And we want to talk about it. So we're very excited to be coming out finally to see you guys, and the show is going to be awesome. It's going to be super fun.
Awesome. Well, we are very excited. Thank you so much again, and then can't wait to see you live on stage.
Thank you.